What is up, you guys? Happy week 2 of remote learning. We're just going to kind of dive right on in, okay? So in your book, you're going to be looking at page 27. We're looking at number 100, okay? Number 100. Now, we did skip over just a few of them that normally I would do, but it's stuff that you guys already have a pretty good grasp on. For example, one of them is on page 26, number 96. It's talking about the time signature 6/4. It's just a little bit different than what you're used to, but you guys have played tougher stuff than what 6/4 is, just 6 beats per measure. And the quarter note is still the pulse, so nothing too difficult with that. And then percussion, you guys do see a rudiment that we haven't talked about before. It's a drag paradiddle. And so it's literally just kind of exactly what it sounds like. It's a paradiddle, but you put a drag right before it, okay? You don't see those too often, but again, the book covered it, and we wanted to make sure that we went over it. The one that we're going to be looking at today is number 100, and is a scale. I know, your all-time favorites. And we're just going to be focusing on the first 4 measures, just going up and down the scale. The time signature for this one is really the killer. That's what makes this one so difficult. For flute, oboe, and trombone and percussion, we've only got 1 sharp. But then that's it. Everything else is natural. So F sharp, everything else natural. For clarinet, tenor sax, and trumpet and euphonium, we have 3 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, and now G sharp added in, okay? And alto sax, we have 4 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. And horn, last but not least, we have 2 sharps. F sharp and C sharp, okay? The 7th scale degree, okay, the last note of measure 2, that's the note that's really going to throw some people off. That's the note that was just changed. For a lot of you, it was the additional sharp. For some of you, it's making a note that was usually a flat, now a natural, okay? So just the first 4 measures of the concert G major scale, 100, okay? Just the first 4. Okay, it's a pretty straightforward scale, but it's just the accidentals, or not the accidentals, the key signature is what makes it a little bit tricky. Okay, all right, we're gonna skip around a little bit from that. We're not gonna do 101. Well, actually, no, we are, because it's good practice with this scale. All right, so 101, let's not take the first ending. Let's only do second ending, though, okay? We are in 9/8. We haven't done, I think we did like 1 or 2 examples in our book in 9/8. Remember, 9/8 is very similar to 3/4. Think of it as 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay, that's that. Think of 9/8 with 3/4. So if we have 1 dotted quarter note as the pickup, that means it's going to be coming in on the 3rd pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, it's the 3rd pulse in there. So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll come in on the 7, that 3rd pulse, and we'll take the second ending. Okay, here we go. And the different key signature, that's going to be the real test of this, because range-wise, it's pretty straightforward. It's just the key signature that's the real kicker. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually played a wrong note right there at the end. I feel like I had to sneeze and I wasn't concentrating on it. The second to last measure, that second note, that's the 7th scale degree in the scale that we had at number 100. And I For trumpet, I played G natural. I should have played G sharp. Alrighty. Let's move on now to 103. The time signature that we're looking at is 12-8. Okay? So we've talked about 6-8 and how it's similar to 2-4. And 9-8, in that last example, we talked about how it's similar to 3-4. In 12-8, we want to think of it as similar to 4-4. Okay? Those four main pulses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay? In 103, they're kind of showing you that similarity, so that the grouping of 3 eighth notes in 12-8, it's just normal, but however in 4-4, it's being written as triplets, okay? So I'm just going to play through it once. It's going to sound the same. Both line A and B will sound the exact same, but just so you can get an idea of what it's going to sound like, okay? Okay? Very, very straightforward. So, in number 104, this is the real beast. This is kind of combining all the skills that we've kind of talked about today. It's in 12-8, and it's in the key signature using the scale that we use for number 100. Okay, which I know is difficult, and we do not see it very often in our music, but it is still good for us to be able to play it. Okay, so I'm gonna go nice and slow though, because it is a difficult key signature, and there's lots of notes to play. All right, so we're in 12-8. You can see how it's one continuous slur per measure, so we want to aim for that, and just be aware of the accidentals, the key signature, the notes that are a little bit different. Okay, here we go. Rest. Woo! Lots of notes. The nice thing is it's just pretty much one measure, and then you repeat the next measure. It's pretty much the exact same thing. But it's a really, really good exercise for you to get some practice on those notes and using that scale. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you guys today. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but we're kind of picking and choosing. The ones that we skipped over in our book, you're more than welcome to practice those as well. They still cover some good material, but just given the shorter amount of time that I have to teach this information, I'm just trying to get the main points out of the book so that you guys are ready for high school next year. Okay? All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can schedule an appointment time. I'd be happy to talk with you, and I hope you have a good day. Love you, miss you.